Good day, everyone. We are Group 8 from the Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship at Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology. We sincerely appreciate the chance to share our research with you today. I am Rachel Ann Mendoza, together with my co-researchers, Mr. Nico Castor, Ms. Den Kenelyn Domingo, Mr. Justin Mariano, Ms. Johan Reyes, and lastly, Mr. Jobert Mendoza. So before we begin, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank our distinguished panelists for their time and valuable feedback today. Dr. Annalyn M. Gamit, Dr. Joy N. Saveliano, Dr. Marilu P. Pascual, Dr. Jennifer G. Fronda, and Dr. Nestor Natividad. And lastly, we would like to express our appreciation, especially to our professor, Dr. Angelo Santos. So FOMO is about feeling left out due to friends having more significant experiences or possessions, according to Abel et al. 2016. So this study aims to understand the fear of missing out on impulse buying behavior of college students at Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology. In today's digital age, students are more connected through social media, but this often leads to FOMO. Social media amplifies this feeling, driving impulsive behaviors like trend-driven spending to fit in. In this study, we aim to explore the factors that drive students to fall into this cycle of impulsive buying and how FOMO influences their purchasing decisions. As students constantly seek to stay in the loop, often influenced by the media, we want to understand how these pressure affect their impulse buying behavior. Now, let's dive deeper into the foundational research that supports our study. I would like to pass the presentation to Ms. Johan Reyes, who will walk us through some of the key review of related literature on this topic.
The literature review highlights how fear of missing out, or FOMO, drives impulse buying, particularly among young people. FOMO, fueled by social media comparisons and influencer promotions, creates urgency to buy. Studies by Abel et al. On 2016 and Shibelsky et al. On 2013 highlight FOMO rose in anxiety about missing out on experiences. Kang et al. On 2019 and Dean on 2022 show how influencers amplify this fear, leading to impulsive purchases. Time-limited offers and discounts further encourage this behavior, as stated by Verbelite et al. On 2009.
Research design. We use a descriptive research design to examine FOMO and impulse buying among NUST college students. This approach involves collecting quantitative data through a survey questionnaire. By systematically gathering information on student FOMO levels and their impulse buying experiences, we aim to describe and analyze the extent to which FOMO influences impulsive purchasing decisions.
The study was conducted at Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology, NUST, in San Isidro, Nueva Ecija. Respondents of the study. Our respondents were carefully selected to represent the college students of NST San Isidro. We focus on gathering data from students across different programs, year levels, and age groups to ensure a diverse and comprehensive representation. These respondents were chosen based on their familiarity with online platforms and their exposure to advertisements, which are key elements tied to FOMO and impulse buying behavior.
In this study, we used an online survey via Google Forms with 3 sections. First section indicates personal profile, demographic data such as age, gender, allowance, academic program, and employment status, and also year of study. Section 2 indicates impulse buying influence on FOMO, assessing factors like online reviews, sales promotions, and motivations. And lastly, Section 3, which is FOMO and impulse buying, examining FOMO's effects on self-esteem, socialization, and productivity. A Likert scale was used to measure respondents' feelings and analyze the link between FOMO and impulse buying behavior.
In this study, use a descriptive quantitative design to examine FOMO's impact on impulse buying among 41 NAU State San Isidro College students. Using convenient sampling, data was collected via structured Google Forms survey covering demographics and FOMO-related factors like online reviews, promotions, and motivations, measured on a 4-point Likert scale. Furthermore, protocols ensured consent, confidentiality, and withdrawal rights. Analysis used percentages for demographics and weighted means for responses to explore the link between FOMO and buying behavior.
So for the statistical analysis of data, our data was employed two key methods, and these are the percentage and weighted mean formula. The percentage formula was used to compute the profile of the respondents, providing the clear overview of their demographic characteristics. On the other hand, the weighted mean formula was utilized to analyze the responses from the Likert scale questionnaire. This allowed us to measure the intensity or frequency of responses, ensuring a more accurate reflection of the respondents' answers. By using these two methods, we are able to draw meaningful insights from both of the demographic data and the respondents' responses.
Ethical considerations. To ensure the ethical conduct of our research, we obtain informed consent from all participants, clearly explaining the study purpose, procedures, and potential risks and benefits. We prioritize confidentiality by anonymizing all data and storing it securely. Additionally, we maintain open and honest communication with participants, addressing their questions and concerns in a clear and understandable manner. By adhering to these ethical principles, we aim to protect the rights and well-being of our participants.
So for the weighted mean interpretation of each statement, we developed a guide using the range and interval method. With a 4-point Likert scale, the range was 3 and the interval was 0.75. Mean range were categorized as follows: 3.25 to 4, which is considered as the strongly agree, and 2.50 to 3.24, equivalent to agree, and the 1.75 to 2.49, equivalent to disagree, and lastly the 1 to 1.74, equivalent to strongly disagree. This allowed us to assess whether students agreed or disagreed with each statement. So for the profile of the respondents, out of 41 respondents in this study, 18 to 20 years old, making up 80.50% of the sample in terms of gender, most respondents were female, which is equivalent to 61%, followed by male, 31.70%, with a small percentage of identifying as non-binary or prefer not to say their gender. So out of 41 respondents, majority of our respondents are sophomore. Regarding the average monthly allowance, 75.60% had an allowance of less than 5,000, indicating a trend toward lower financial support among these students. So most of the respondents out of 41 of our respondents are, in terms of employment status, are a full-time student with a percentage of 73.2%. And lastly, the academic program, majority of our respondents are entrepreneur and under the course of the entrepreneur. So we prepared a Likert scale questionnaire, and it was categorized into 6, including online reviews, sales promotion, purchasing motivation, boosting self-esteem, enhanced socialization, and lastly, productivity. So in terms of online reviews, as you can see, 3.16 was the grant weighted mean, which indicates agreement that the table demonstrates how online reviews impact impulsive purchasing behavior due to FOMO. Overall, these indicate that positive and negative reviews can or could influence the purchasing behavior among college students.
Sales promotion. The results indicate a strong positive attitude towards sales. Promotion with a graduate mean of 2.91 signifying agreement. Overall, the influence of inclusive buying on FOMO through sales promotion is rated as agreed. On purchasing motivation, the table shows the impact of influence buying behavior on FOMO. In terms of purchasing motivation among students, with a graduated mean of 2.7, students generally agree that FOMO influences their purchasing behavior.
Boosting self-esteem. As you can see in the table shows that fear of missing out influences students' impulse buying behavior to boost self-esteem. The findings reveal that students generally agree with a weighted mean of 3.09 that social media trends enhance their self-esteem and owning popular items boosts their confidence.
In terms of enhanced socialization, the table shows how impulse buying behavior is influenced by FOMO through enhanced socialization. They believe following trends and buying items their friends have helps them feel more connected. The overall mean of 2.74 suggests that FOMO and impulse buying significantly affect students' socialization.
In terms of productivity, the graduated mean of 2.83 indicates that students agree FOMO and impulse buying affect productivity. As mentioned by Ulataypi et al. 2020, FOMO can cause anxiety, poor sleep, and concentration issues which align with student feeling less productivity when distracted by social trends and impulse buying.
In conclusion, the study concluded that fear of missing out strongly influences impulse buying behavior among college students. Factors like online reviews, sales promotions, and peer pressure play a significant role in their purchasing decisions. Students reported that buying products boosts self-esteem, socialization, and productivity. The study found out that FOMO most affects students aged 18 to 20, mainly female in entrepreneurship courses with a monthly allowance under 5,000 pesos. Overall, FOMO motivates students to make impulse purchases to stay connected and follow trends.
In recommendation, to reduce FOMO and impulsive buying, students must be aware of the dangers of excessive social media use. We recommend encouraging alternative social activities and organizing workshops or online sessions can help students develop healthier habits and reduce their reliance on social media. By promoting mindful social media use and fostering offline connection, we can empower students to make informed decisions and prioritize their well-being. And that concludes our presentation entitled Fear of Missing Out on Impulse Buying Behavior of College Students at Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology, San Isidro, Nueva Ecija.
We appreciate your time and attention, and we're now open to any questions or feedback you'd like to share.
Question from Dr. Annalyn and Gabby. How do social media platforms amplify the fear of missing out FOMO? And what specific features contribute most significantly to impulsive buying behaviors?
So thank you for your insightful question, ma'am. Our study found that social media platforms amplify FOMO, with online reviews being a significant factor in driving students' impulsive buying behavior, with a graduated rate of 3.16 and interpreted as agreed. Positive online reviews and ratings tempt students to make unplanned purchases, even for items that they don't need, as they feel pressure to keep up with trends and avoid being left out. This highlights how FOMO influences impulsive buying through the impact of social media reviews.
Question from Dr. Joy and Sabelani. Your findings indicate a lack of self-esteem and impulsive buying behavior. How can educational institutions promote self-awareness among students to mitigate the effect of FOMO?
Regarding educational institutions, the research conducted promotes self-awareness through workshops on emotional intelligence, self-esteem, and social media impact. Open discussion and supportive environments help students manage FOMO triggers, while intrinsic motivation, activities like community projects, foster individuality and meaningful achievements.
Question from Dr. Marilu P. Pascual. What challenges did you encounter in ensuring the responses were reflectively of genuine behaviors and not influenced by social desirability bias during the survey?
One challenge was ensuring participants provided honest answers without feeling pressure to give socially acceptable responses. Despite assurance of anonymity and confidentiality, some still have felt compelled to respond in a way they thought was expected.
According to Mr. Mariano, in addition, designing clear non-leading question was also difficult, we aim to gather genuine responses without influencing their thoughts. Conducting the survey online added another challenge, as we could observe their reactions or body language to assess their comfort or sincerity.
Question from Dr. Jennifer G. Prota. Given the financial constraints of most respondents, how do you propose students balance their desire to follow trends with the need for financial responsibility?
Student can balance trends and financial responsibility by prioritizing needs over wants, budgeting wisely, seeking affordable alternatives, and cultivating mindful consumers' habits. And students can maintain financial responsibility while still enjoying the latest trends.
Question from Dr. Nestor Nagbilan. How can businesses ethically use the concept of FOMO in their marketing strategies without exfoliating the psychological vulnerabilities of consumers? Thank you for that question, Dr. Nagbilan. Businesses can ethically use FOMO in marketing by being transparent, highlighting product value, and avoiding misleading tactics. They should respect consumer autonomy, provide informed choices, and avoid high-pressure strategies. Marketing should focus on excitement and positive experiences rather than creating exclusion or urgency. By doing so, this approach fosters customer trust without exploiting psychological vulnerabilities.
So once again, thank you for your time and attention and constructive feedback. Your questions and insights have allowed us to reflect more deeply on our study and its implications. Once again, I am Rachel Mendoza, together with my co-researcher, Mr. Nico Castor, Mr. Justin Mariano, Mr. Jobert Mendoza, Ms. Joan Reyes, and lastly, Ms. Den Domingo.